When building out your workflows, you may encounter a time where you actually have to change a data type of a returned value. What this means is, say you query a list or you grab a value from elsewhere that contains numbers in it, but really it's a string, such as, 1234, but it was written in a mailing address. So you don't really look at the 1234 as a number or integer type of value. That's just really a string. But maybe you need that 1234 from the address or wherever you're grabbing it from to actually be a number, because maybe you need to do some calculations against it or store it in a number type column back in SharePoint. So to go and convert that value, what you'd want to do is use the convert value action. So we'll go and look for the convert value action within the actions pane and drag that onto the designer canvas. And as a shortcut, what I've done is I've just gone in and I've set a variable here called var txt numbers, and this is a string type variable. And so the string type variable has a hard-coded value of 1234, but remember this is a string, so if I tried to use this for a math operation, I wouldn't. This wouldn't even be an acceptable value for me to run any math calculations against. So what I need to do is make it accessible to be used for math operations. And to do that, we'll use convert value. So I'll double click into that action and I'll choose the input itself. And so I can hard code in a value here, but that doesn't really do me too much good. So what I want to do is I want to select a workflow variable. As you can see, we've got common information we want to use here, or item properties such as list metadata, workflow constants, inline functions, but the real tab we want here is workflow variables. So if I click on workflow variables, what I'll do is I'll choose var txt numbers, because that is our string type number of 1234, but then we need to store it into a number type variable. So what I'll do then is I will go and choose another variable that I've created called int numbers from text. So that's an integer type variable called numbers from text, so I'll be able to select that and then store those values. Now, if you do work with a global audience and you may have some cultural terms that are placed within the value, the input value, and you need to decode that, what you can do is select advanced and then choose the country code and place that within culture, and that will allow you to find the appropriate values for whatever the input text is. The other item to keep in mind is error handling. So if you are looking for specific values or to convert a text value into a number and something breaks somewhere, you want to store the error handling code and essentially fail gracefully within your workflow, you would use this error handling section to then choose to yes, capture errors, and then choose a variable, a text type variable to store the error text in, and then choose a number type variable to store the error occurrence in. And right now I'll just leave this as no, but once I've stored these values in here, I can go and click on save. And then if I wanted to run a math type operation against this, I can then choose that value now. I can then choose that value then from workflow data, and then choose the var text numbers. And moving forward, allow me to get whatever calculations I need against that original string value.